everybody, so this video is about yoga, as you guys can see in the title. And before I get started, welcome to all my new subscribers, my old subscribers, and my viewers and my followers. Welcome. And this video is not hair related and is not nail related or anything else of that nature, just basically yoga. Okay, so if you're not about that yoga life, then you click the X and keep it moving. Okay, all right, so this is about yoga. And before I get started, I would like to say that I am not a licensed or certified yoga instructor. This is based off of my experiences and what I see on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or what have you. This is just my experience and things of that nature. And it might be a part 2 to this. If I see that the video is getting a little bit too long, I will chop it into a part 2 because I don't want the video to be, longer, and you just hear me talking and stuff like that. But I will have visuals as I'm talking to show you guys what poses I'm talking about and things of that nature as the video is, going. So you guys won't sit here and get bored just listening to me talking. You can see what I'm talking about as well. And I will try to put the name of the poses with the pictures if I can. If not, I apologize about that because I know someone asked me that as well on my yoga flow videos, and I still have yet to put that in the description bar in that video, but I will soon. I really apologize about that because some of the poses I don't even know, I'm new to, and I still consider myself as a beginner. Okay, all right, so I get a lot of questions, and before I get into the questions, I just want to say why I decided to do yoga or take up yoga again. Before doing yoga now, as you guys see now, I used to do yoga a long time ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I fell off really hard, and I was like, you know what, let me go back into doing yoga because a lot of things have been happening in my life, and I'm just like, a lot of things going on, a little bit stressed or what have you. So not too much stress to where, but just a little bit. So I just wanted to have this as another stress reliever, to add, to my, my lifestyle regimen, my lifestyle, what have you. When I used to do yoga, I used to do it every morning faithfully. I used to watch this lady on TV that come on every morning, and I would do like the basic poses, like poses that weren't very strenuous. I did, do a handstand, like using the wall sometimes. Yoga is nowhere near harmful to your body, but you just gotta know how to do the moves and know the right alignment of your body and things of that nature, so you are doing it right instead of wrong. But you will know as you progress in yoga. But I just do it, I make more decisions clearer. I look at things a little bit more better than I did before, and it makes your mind clear of things. You don't really get upset or stressed over too many things. At least you try not to. It's only human that you do get mad or upset or sad, of course, the emotions and the nature, but you get kind of control of that a little bit, when you're going through certain situations and stuff like that. Well, that's just for me, but yoga is very relaxing and very, 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 very great for your mind and your body and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's why I started yoga, just like one of my stress relievers, just to and just to do something else that just to add something else to my to my lifestyle, doing something else as opposed to just whatever like that. So yeah. Okay, okay, we got that out the way. All right, so I have questions that people do ask me as far as how did I begin. What I can say is that how did I begin? I just began, when I first started yoga, I was looking at a lady on TV, but now I look at this DVD sometime as a guide. I don't do it every time I do yoga. I just look at it every now and then to see how to align myself or see if I'm doing the pose correctly, or when you do the pose, she breaks it down and tell you how to, where your hips should be positioned and things of that nature, because those things are important when you're doing yoga, because as you're doing yoga and putting your body in certain positions, you want your body to be aligned in the right way of how it's supposed to be in certain poses, because if not, then it's gonna feel weird, it's gonna be stressful on certain body parts, and you don't want that. So you want to make sure you get your alignment right in your body of the certain poses that you do. So I use it as a guide because that helps me, if I'm not aligned right, maybe I'll go back to that DVD and be like, okay, so she said to put the hips up towards this way or down downward or what have you. Okay, now I got it. So now I feel a little bit better because it wasn't feeling right because I was doing it wrong, you know, stuff like that. So that's why I use it as a guide like that. I don't watch it every day. I just, you know, go to it, you know, every now and again just to see, you know, what is what, just to make sure I'm doing, you know, certain things right, you know, as opposed to doing it wrong. And I don't want my body to be aligned wrong. Okay, so you got to make sure when you do your poses, you got to make sure that you're aligning your body the way the pose, you know, how the pose is. You don't want to do that, you know, because you can, you know, put stress on a certain part that, you know, that doesn't need to be stressed on because the way your body is aligned. It has to be aligned right for that, for whatever pose that you do, depending upon the pose. Okay. All right, so how long I've been doing yoga, I said it before in the beginning. Just to reiterate, I did it a while ago. Now I'm back doing it. Now I've been doing it for about a month and some, or 2 months, or almost 2 months, or something like that. But yeah, so I'm fairly new at doing yoga, coming back on again. So I still consider myself as a beginner, like I said before, because you know, there's certain poses that's out there that I'm like, dang, like I need to do this. Like, it's like, you know, but you know, it's just like I'm still, you know, learning and things of that nature. So I am nowhere near a yoga, you know, person that knows what's going on. So, you know, I just know like the basics a little bit, if you will. A lot of people ask me questions about where do they start? How do they begin? You know, some of my girlfriends, you know, ask me, and friends and things of nature ask me, you know, people on Instagram and things of nature ask me, you know, this question. And I basically tell them that, you know, you just basically start with you know, try to get a yoga DVD. I'll have that in your collection to go back to as a guide. Or if you have a, you know, a yoga class that's starting up in your area, you know, definitely go there and check it out. You know, maybe you could go there like once out the week, and then maybe on the rest of your other days you can do it on your own because you learn certain poses or certain, you know, techniques from that yoga class or yoga DVD, and you can do it on your own. Then after a while, maybe you don't need that class anymore. You just need to go as a guide. Like I said before, I go back to the yoga DVD as a guide. So either a yoga DVD or a class, a yoga class, what have you, you know, definitely do that, because you just want to, you know, get the basics and things of that nature of these poses. You don't just want to, you know, go dive right into it and you doing these advanced poses, and you know, the next day you feeling like you done been through I don't know, you know, you basically can't walk. So you don't want that happening to you. You know, you just, you know, go into certain things gradually, especially like certain poses, because there's some poses I be trying to do that be like so crazy. I be struggling, but I still do it. But, you know, just take your time with the poses. If you don't get it the first try, or the second or third, even a 20th and 50th try, still, you know, be patient, because your body is still trying to adjust to what your body's doing, because your body is like, okay, first off, you want my leg to go where, or you want my hand to go by my, like, I don't know what you, so your body is just like, you know, so you gotta just like kind of, you know, work with it and make sure your body is, you know, cooperating well with you. So you just, you know, just do it slowly and gradually. Okay, that's what I tell you. Start with basics, just basic. And when I mean basic, another question, you know, where do I get the poses from? Instagram. I go on Instagram and I follow a lot of yoga people. There's some yoga instructors on there, and I just see the poses that they do, and you know, it's like basic it's not basic poses, but it's poses that you see a lot in the yoga world. So the people that I follow, you know, they do those poses, so I see those poses and I'm like, oh, let me try that pose, or let me try this pose, that pose. So that's what I do. That's where I get the poses from, and also from the yoga DVD guide as well, you know. So it's a little bit of both, and YouTube as well. I follow somebody on YouTube, and she's also on Instagram as well. So but if you guys want the names of those Instagram people, just let me know, and I'll put it in the description bar below so you guys can go to it. If you are on Instagram, definitely go check them out. Okay, so that's basically it about that. So that's where I get the poses from. I'm gonna stop this video right here because I see it's going over, and I have a lot more to talk about a little bit. So and probably reiterate a little bit more, and over, you know, do a review. So this is part 1. Part 2 is basically going to be about you know, what are basic poses and you know, encouraging people to do the yoga, and you know, and focus and what you want to focus on in yoga, like what's your focus, okay, of doing yoga, and why you want to do it, things of that nature. So I'm gonna talk about that in part 2. Hopefully it's not a part 3, but we shall see. If it's a part 3, I'll definitely stop it, and that's basically it, because I don't want this video to be 14 minutes long of me just blah 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 blah. Okay, all right, so stay tuned for part 2, where I get more into depth about the yoga and stuff like that, about certain what basic is to me and things of that nature. Okay, all right, so thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please don't ask. You don't ask, comment below, leave it in the inbox, or if you're more keen, nice to meet you, comment, I'll come back to you. Thanks for watching.